Trading the foreign exchange market carries high risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Trading on margin, utilizing leverage can carry an even higher level of risk that can lead to a complete loss of investment funds. So before deciding to trade the foreign exchange market or using any of our software alert products, you should carefully and diligently consider your personal investment objectives, level of experience, and risk tolerance. There is a possibility that you could potentially sustain significant loss. You should not invest any capital or trade that you cannot afford to lose. It is your responsibility to be aware of and understand all risks associated with foreign exchange trading and to seek professional advice from an independent certified financial advisor if you have any doubts. Auvoria Prime does not exercise trading authority over your trades. You and you alone exercise discretionary trading authority over every trade.
The chat box in just a second here so I can see your comments. Okay, guys, I'm having a little bit of a challenge. It was just moving a little bit slow right now, so just give me a second here. We're going to take a look at EU right here. Let's open up that chart. Bloop. We're open up EU, peoples. All right, let's see. Let's start this arrow on here. I'm going to open up the chat box again. Let's see. Let's kind of, okay, so we zoomed out and we've already identified that it is a downtrend. That's number one. Let's go ahead and zoom a little closer. I'm going to throw this on the M15. Woo! If you would have cut that down over, that looked like nice. But remember, guys, we are, let's see here. On the M5, it shows that we're on a downtrend. On the M15, it shows that we're in an uptrend. So I would hold off from taking that arrow. I mean, obviously, if you want to take the risk, you can, but you should have caught that arrow when it first arrived. You know what I'm saying? On the way down, I would not take that arrow now. Absolutely not. But remember, you guys, we are trying to do the number one arrow strategy. That is bounce, arrow, go. And it didn't bounce off nothing on the M15, people. So if this bounces and goes heads up, or, right back up when we get the arrow, I say that would be saucy. Oh, yeah. It also looks like it's tapped out. It says it's oversold down here. So, you just never know what's going to happen. Okay, where's my question box? Come on, guys. Looking for my question box. Just give me a second here. All right, so Angela, good morning to you, my love. I'm gonna go ahead and type good morning. If you guys could do me a huge favor this morning, I would love if you put your questions in the main chat group, just so that we can keep it linear. I know that's how Nate does it in the evening, and I just want to make sure that we keep the same practices going forward, just so that if you have a question, if it's the same question someone else has, it doesn't have to be asked like 10 times. You just be asked one time, and then we can go ahead and knock it out the park and hit a home run. Okay. Angela, I know that they are going to get that fixed, and good news is right around the corner. The VPS is actually going to be way more powerful in the up and coming near future. So we are good as gold. Oh, okay, Carrie. In order to, okay, I don't know. When you say scroll up and down, I would actually use the first. I would use the here. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Hold on, just a second, guys. So Carrie had a question regarding zooming in, zooming out, going side to side, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do that. So let me open up my chart here. And if you see, there is a green little arrow here at the top. You guys see that? If I can get some crowd participation and I get some yeses in the chat box, I'd greatly appreciate it. Let's see. Boom, shakalaka. That's what I'm talking about. Clara, Brendan, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, all right. So, okay. So if you guys see this little box up at the top here with the green arrow that's pointing to the right, if you unclick it, that's where it becomes magical. So I'm going to unclick it and wait for it to unfreeze. And then after you unfreeze it, see, I'm getting an alert. We might have to take a look at this alert. But when you get it to unfreeze, then you can actually take your mouse, click, hold with the left clicker on your mouse, and then drag to the left. Okay. All right. What else we got? Good morning, Lexi. Love you, girl. How do we use the fractals on your screen? Oh, John, I especially put the fractals on the screen just for especially new beginners, because one of the things that I love about fractals, guys, it will show you, it's like pivot points, right? So it's like if you were walking down the street and you were doing an army march and you put one foot in front of the other and you were trying to turn and you pivot the complete opposite direction. That's exactly what it does. Now, with the fractals, please remember that those changes can be small and short, like we see here, very, very temporary, or it could be long, right? So it really just kind of just gives you an eyeball look at the charts, just kind of see what they're doing at the time. But remember, the number one strategy, I can't stress this enough, guys, because I was on a call last night with a handful of people. The number one strategy is bounce, arrow, go. You get the bounce right here off the zone. You're in an uptrend. You get the up arrow. You can hold that beauty queen. You see what I'm saying? On the M15, as long as it's above the moving average and hasn't really dipped below here, I might have gotten out, right? If I was on the M15 and I was holding it overnight, might have gotten out over here, but you could have continued to keep holding that because it's so far above the support support level. Hold on just 1 second here. Bank induction off of EJ. Yeah, Carrie, NAS has been falling. So it's been falling to the ends of the earth. We missed that move earlier on, so I'm already in there to win it. I'm hoping it'll continue to keep going in my favor. And I got in a little late too. So it's really risky when you get into trades that have already or trends that have already started to reverse. I'm on a counter trend trade, and those are definitely a little bit more riskier. And I got in a little bit late, so I would not encourage anybody to get into NAS right now. All right, let's see here. Can you take a look at GNZD? Okay, guys, my if I can get my arrow to unfreeze, I will definitely look at GBP NZD. Just give me a second here. I'm waiting for it to like revamp. I might have to restart it and then go back in. Okay, guys, I'm gonna restart. my remote desktop and go from there. Fall, Naz, fall. Let's see here. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Let's see. Me too, please. I'm only on demo. Laugh out loud. Right on. All right, let's see if we can get it to work again, guys. Okay. We still don't have any action, people. I'm so sorry. Let me reach out to the powers that be. Give me 1 second, okay? All right. Thank you guys so much for your patience. I greatly appreciate it. Again, still reaching out to the powers that be to see what we can get done. Okay. All right, let's continue. Guys, remember, if anything, if your VPS is not locked up like some of ours is, make sure you're following the alerts, right? Bounce, arrow, go. Make sure you go in the direction of the trend. That means if you see more greens, Then reds, you're going on an uptrend. You want that to bounce off the zone and give you an up arrow and take it for 20 pips on your E pairs and G pairs. Okay, no one has gotten back to me just yet, so I'm gonna look at the chat box and see what we got there, and if you guys have any general questions that I can actually answer without my VPS being up and going. And I'm so sorry, guys. They will definitely fix this problem, but it is an issue that we were dealing with, and it's a beautiful growing pain to actually have. I'm just going to be very honest with you. AIRO works. It took my win ratio from being about a little bit above average, because most people like kill their accounts in the Forex game, to being like a superstar rock star. AIRO works. Uh, so I went from zero to hero, literally, just by practicing, guys. The bounce arrow go. Is that phenomenal or what? Like, come on, Justin, you know it. I love AIRO too. It is the saucy sauce. It's the one thing that gets me motivated to wake up every single day just to catch those pips, boy. I know it's not a beautiful problem to have, but you know what? It's just like, growing pains. It's just like when a woman, I keep using this analogy, but I had two beautiful girls, and, it's not pretty going through, the pregnancy era, and expanding like a balloon. And then all the pain and everything that you have to go through. But when that baby comes out, woo-wee, that is the most breathtaking, moment in a person's life. It really is. It really is. So no complaints here. Um, it's kind of like in anything. There are going to be growing pains. There are going to be, challenges to face anytime you have like a massive change in life. Because I would love to see that you guys see that I'm all in the green here, because I'm looking at my that's another thing, guys. Make sure that you have your trades open on your phone, because when these kind of stuff, this kind of stuff happens, you can close out your trades on your phone, right? I'm going to shut this down, see if it'll give it a little bit of wiggle room to kind of work with us. If anything, I may end up completely closing out my remote desktop and joining as a attendee or as a second person. Okay, let's see here. I got some hands raised. How do you find that? Okay, two attendees have hands raised. Sis and MHD Telly, can you do me a huge favor? I appreciate the hands, but can you drop whatever question you have in the main chat box so I can see it? Merrick, I didn't get to the disclaimer because I don't even have it. That's normally the Hawkeye team. But I can tell you this, guys, like past results don't predict or indicate future results. So don't jump on these calls thinking that you could trade live with us and then all of a sudden, if there ever is a loss, we definitely do not want to be blamed for it. So we will try to do everything we can to pick out some winning trades and show you what's good in the hood, on the Forex market. So I don't have the disclaimer, but I can tell you, don't get on these calls like hoping, wishing, and going into it like it's a casino, okay? Because we all know that if you go into a casino, you stay too long, the house always wins, right? So it's really important for you to watch your trades. It's really important for you to do bounce arrow go. Like, don't take arrow for granted. When arrow is up and rocking, it is the saucy sauce. Like I gave you guys the example, you have some ribs and they don't have any seasoning. It's not great meat, right? But you put a little seasoning, some barbecue sauce, and boy, that makes for a wonderful platter, right? So the same thing with arrow. Forex is pretty dry without arrow. With arrow, forex is a full course meal. Like you can eat all day, every day with arrow, and that's the beauty of it. Um, I am an indice trader, and so that's where my saucy sauce comes in, and that's what I love to do. Um, and even when I'm trading indices, I can get on them in the market pretty much any time of the day. It really doesn't matter, and I can catch some bags. So that's why I love bounce arrow go. If you guys haven't mastered the number one strategy, you are missing out. Okay, I can't stress that enough. I'm gonna try my remote desktop once again and see what we've got. Doo, doo, doo. All right, guys, I'm still locked up on my end. I'm trying to get another educator to jump on this call just to see if we can pull some trades up on their screen. All right, we will be having my fellow co-pilot Matt joining us in a few minutes, and he might actually have arrow working on his screen, which is beautiful. So you guys hang tight. I promise you, we're gonna get some live trading going on here. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see. Brandon, unfortunately, no trades yet. My VPS is locked up, but that is just going to be a temporary problem for a long-term solution, and that is making money in this Forex game. You feel me? Gracias, Lexi. I appreciate that. Matt did say that he would be joining us in just a few minutes. So
yeah, I'm
oh,
finally
I
here.
love you.
what a mess this morning with Zoom, guys.
Bro, we are so frozen. It's ridiculous. But I'm keeping positive, man. I've got some pips this morning. Okay,
good.
with some AIRO, bounce AIRO go. So your girl ain't mad.
Let's see. Let's see if CB is gonna have any access to anything.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining us. I greatly appreciate it.
Hey, thank you for your patience, guys. We had some problems even with the Zoom. It locked up for some reason. I don't even know.
Hey guys.
Hey Charles, how you
Hey
doing?
Mariska.
Too fun. If you guys have a screen that is unfrozen, please be my guest and share, because I lost all connectivity this morning.
Yeah, mine's been almost as cold as it is outside. We got 2 feet of snow.
What's the weather out there?
We got 2 or 3 feet this morning.
No way, dude.
So
I feel you.
Yeah, let me see here. I've had to restart my system so many times. I don't even know I lost count. So let me see. What happened to Jackie's room?
She's going. She's going over there.
Oh, because she was host. Why are we hosting 2 different meetings then?
Yeah,
I'm so confused.
I think so. What I
just
heard,
jumped
guys,
on.
is because
I jumped on the AIRO live trading call. That's all I did.
No, hold on a sec. Yeah.
Jackie created her own link there just because this call wasn't going right away.
Yeah.
So she's got a small group over. I was over there watching too, and I just jumped on this one. But she's looking at some swing trades.
Yeah, she should come over here.
You want me to go tell her?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, please.
I'll go do it. I'll be right back.
Thank you.
In the meantime, guys, if you can allow sharing of screens, because I do have that disclaimer slide, of course.
Oh, I do.
You have it?
Yep, I sent it to you as well, Mo, in your telegram.
Okay.
It's now. So
I got it. I switched it over. Everybody can share. Y'all can share.
Good.
We'll let the boss read the disclaimers. How about
Let's get that formality done and get it out of the way. Our risk disclosure. Trading the foreign exchange market carries high risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Trading on margin and utilizing leverage can carry an even higher level of risk that can lead to a complete loss of investment funds. Before deciding to trade the foreign exchange market or using any of our software or alerts products, you should carefully and diligently consider your personal investment objectives, level of experience, and risk tolerance. There is a possibility that you could potentially sustain significant loss. You should not invest or trade any capital that you cannot afford to lose. Do not trade your rent money. It is your responsibility to be aware of and understand all risks associated with foreign exchange trading and to seek professional advice from an independent, certified financial advisor if you have any doubts. This is a live trading room. Trades taken during this session are not an advice in any way that you should take that trade yourself. No financial advice is given during this session, which is intended for educational purposes only. So now we have that formality done.
Yeah, I just talked to Jackie, guys. She's on her way over.
Cool.
Yeah, buddy. This exciting news.
All right, let's see if oh my goodness.
If Jackie is the one that has a VPS that is responding.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm so grateful.
Because mine's taking about 10 seconds anytime I click anywhere.
Oh, yours is fast then.
10 seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have patience for that. I can't even switch my charts fast enough. Let me see if I can reboot maybe.
It seems like we get frozen a lot right as
during this session.
New York are
Yeah.
ending and starting every day.
Luckily, we know steps are taken to get that issue resolved.
Yep. And the more we raise it, the more people are aware,
Urgently.
right? It's
Yeah.
one thing. It's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing to raise the tickets, right?
Yeah, well, raising tickets, sure, we can continue to raise tickets because we have a lagging VPS, but corporate is aware. So
Yeah.
not overload support with it.
Oh, okay. That's a good call. Yeah. Wonder if Jackie's here yet.
And I'm pretty sure that in the update call coming Thursday,
Yeah.
at 3 p.m. EST, we will get an update on that as well.
Oh, look at that. Surprise. Where's Jackie? There you are. I got you. Hope I got the right Jackie.
It's Jackie Panetta.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
But like some people like to be cloned, so.
I love it.
Hi.
Hi, friend.
Yeah, buddy, what's up, girl?
Hey, sorry. I was just trying to help.
I know you were. It was awesome. It was awesome. That was a great call. Good stuff.
Okay.
I'm not sure what happened to our link or something. It didn't allow to start the meeting. A whole bunch of stuff happened. So let's move on from there. Jackie, how is your system running? Mine is brutally slow / not working.
Oh, mine was fine, so I should be able to
Let me enable sharing. There you go. You should be fine.
Cool. Let me get this and then that. And then let me do that. Stop that. Sorry. I had something else for sharing. Let me share. That's, you don't need to see Telegram. Boom. You guys can see my screen?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right,
oh,
cool.
Yeah, I got BTC.
Yeah, because I went through all of the swings that everybody's going to be looking for. We got GU on the radar, G Chef on the radar, EG is on the radar as long as it does what it needs to, EM for sure, and Bitcoin on the radar because it is looking like it might form a railway pattern, maybe. But I'm actually going to try and go down to a lower time frame and jump in on this retracement because it came back to that 38. Reject. And that's the last one we were going over of all the trades that I had because we had a G Chef M15 appear, but it was a no-go because that thing was right at the zone. So, but I said it was a reason why. If you look at the H1, it was just kind of playing around. It's actually going to come back down again. So we'll be able to get in again when it comes back down, touches that 38. But
yeah, as long as it doesn't break to make a higher high, then you're fine. If it makes a higher high, then you're going north.
Yeah, exactly. So Bitcoin's on the radar on the H1, and those are the swings. And then I have everybody here on the scalp and now. So everybody's probably waiting for the scalp. So I was going through everything on the scalp. So like S&P, it's in retracement, which is what I want from a higher time frame. So I was trying to see if we can catch anything on the lower time frame. Apparently not, because the move has happened. So they did also mention that they did catch that Bitcoin trade, so that was nice. NASDAQ, Coach Mo, NASDAQ was moving the way I wanted it to. And but then I was like, again, I was asleep and missed the move.
Girl. I'm in it and I'm like, okay, go ahead and continue to keep melting. You're welcome.
I know, right? I'm like, oh man, I missed the move.
Yeah.
I do want it to melt though. I still want it to continue melting. So I want it to do, what are we at? Almost 10 o'clock. Okay. So go ahead and give me an up arrow and then turn around and give me another down so we can go ahead and scalp the mess out of this thing.
Come on.
Oh,
Come
I could.
on.
You know what? Jackie? I could see that happening. I'm on my
Yeah.
trading view charts.
Yeah.
And so it looks like we're switching more to a downtrend, at least at the lower time frames.
Mm-hmm.
Even at the 30-minute, it's still we're now past. We've overcome that high, and we've pretty much sliced out that previous support zone, that whole zone from 13,870 to, I don't know, 13,839. We
Mm-hmm.
sliced right through that. It didn't even have a chance. So
No,
now
not
we're
at
back
all.
in there. So because it didn't make a high at 13,890,
Mm-hmm.
I have a pretty good feeling about it continuing to the downside, even though we
Beautiful.
had those big fat wicks there.
Yeah. You see, yes. It would be beautiful. I really wanted to. Oh, got an alert coming. What's this? Ding ding. And you're gonna tell me Euro odd buy. Okay, right off the bat, Euro odd is on a downtrend. So is this, and it's 10 o'clock. Oh, so we might have just missed the counter trend trade. Let's see what's going on. Hate it when that happens. Ah, you sucker. Like, oh, and it's a second arrow too. Ah, come on. If it was 15 minutes earlier, we would be kosher. But
Yeah, buddy.
it's it is, I don't like it. Nah, we can't do that. It does not fit. Number one, going against the trend, not a bag entry trade. Number two, it is now 10 o'clock. That disqualifies it for the counter trend trade strategy, where you can catch 20 pips and go. And it's a second arrow. I don't like them. So, and if I said that counter trend strategy wrong, then Nate can come from you on that one. But my understanding is it needs to happen between 8 and 10. And since it's now 10 o'clock, that is after the time frame. So it has less probability of success. Doesn't mean it won't succeed. It's just less probable. And I like to take highly probable trades of success. So darn EA, darn you.
It's got a lot of wicks. It's got a
does.
lot of wicks. Like that's a pro. You know what? I'll be honest with you. When I see that kind of a wick from the bottom and then that kind of a wick to the top, I'm gonna put down the toys, because if you look to the left, where do you see those big wicks? There's no big wicks. Go to the left more. You have a big rejection wick at the top there.
Yep.
That's all. That's fine. But when you got these wicks that come down, they pierce, and then they go up, and they leave all these big. You know what that means? That means price is ranging very aggressively in that zone. That's gonna obliterate your stop losses.
See, thank you, Matt.
Yeah.
Everybody, that's why we ain't taking it.
Yeah, put the toys down.
Put the toys down. Oh, somebody asking G Chef Hour. What? Wait a minute, Josh. Josh is going ham here. Okay, Josh. He said S&P 500 and he said G Chef. So, Josh, what do we say about letting us know about what time frame you're talking about, dear? Let us know what time frame it is, bud. And then, but on G Chef, he said the hour. So let me jump to G Chef. Did it already do what I asked for it to do? Because that would be awesome. There we go. We got a buy on G Chef. Thank you. Where's my? Let me just double check and make sure I remember. Wait a minute. No, not now, Josh. Not now. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me see how many pips are we gonna get. Let me see. Can I get 20? If I can get 20, then I might jump in. If not, no. It's only 8 pips. Not yet. Not yet. But okay. So like I said, this was one of the ones that was on the radar, right? Because I was looking for it to keep coming back down. This is actually a very good sign. So because it gave us this up arrow alert and it went right into this zone, like it touched it. I'm not going to call that a bang induction just yet, but it kind of is. I want it to come back down. So this gives me the inclination that it's going to come back down which is what we want. It may even give us another down arrow alert. That's perfectly fine. I want you to at least touch this 38. Touch that 38 and reject off of it, and we go back up again. But what I really, really like it for to do, another better scenario would be for let this candle obliterate this resistance zone. Just come on in and get rid of it. And then turn around and come back down again. Because that way I got clear skies on the way back up again with way more pips. So instead of me trying to fight for the 8, I can come back down and let it come back around again. And I'm probably going to catch 60 to 100 pips. That's what I'm doing.
That's a pretty powerful analysis, because now you're going from, right now we're sitting at a lower high, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if that goes up and makes a higher high and it comes back down,
Mm-hmm.
then you got your uptrend that you're looking for.
Yes.
So that's good. I like that. And then,
yeah. Good looking out, Josh. I appreciate that, man. So we got that one. So we're going to keep an eye on G-Chef, everybody. And then SPX, it's still, oh yeah, Josh got to let me know what time frame he was talking about. And Alan's talking about something is forming an M. Me personally, family, I'm not good with the M's and stuff. So let me know. What do y'all think? G-Chef on the H1, does that look like an M to you? No?
It does, but it looks like the last leg actually touchdown reversed. So it looks like it's forming a W right now.
Yeah, I see W more than an M.
Okay. I'm totally not
I
good.
I see a downward channel. So
yeah. Like you talking about like this right here?
Yeah. So so you go from like that low three excuse me. My voice is dying. You go from the low 3 candles over, or whatever.
Over here?
No, more.
Over
keep
here.
on going. Yeah, right there. And then you got a trend line there, and then you got one at the top, and then you got a channel on the downside. If price breaks that channel, then it's called a channel breaker, and it's breaking the trend line, and that is a potential confirmation for your move to the upside.
Excellent. I love it. Love it. So that good looking out. There you go, Alan. So lastly, get informing. Yeah, so more like a W is what they're saying.
If you got a question, please make sure you put it in the Q&A, because I saw someone put a
I told
question
them
about
to
stop
put them
loss.
in. Matt, I told them to put them in the chat because it was just me, and I can go back from Q&A and chat. And remember, Nathan does everything in the chat box, so I just told him to just keep it linear because it was causing confusion. Because I was like, oh my gosh, I can't see the chat. I can't see the Q&A.
Really?
Yeah. Because if you have one open, you can't see the other. So
I've got. Okay. Anyway,
I couldn't.
I've got them both, but.
Okay. Well, I couldn't. So I just wanted everything to be the way that Nathan does it on his calls at night. Just throw it in the chat box so that if there are, remember I was telling you last week that if there are questions and someone has the same question, it doesn't have to be asked 10 times over, because the whole panel, all the viewers can actually see that one question in the chat box. So that's all.
Okay, cool.
Well, y'all check the chat then.
Yeah, we'll streamline this.
Cool. Somebody asked about ECAD on the H1 with a fib setup. Really, just because I think on the other call we might have had some new people on there who never had AIRO. And I kept saying we're going off of bag entries, and pretty much I'm only going through this until we get these alerts. So if you guys got alerts, let me know. But none of those M15 ones are coming through yet. ECAD on the H1 with a fib. Zoom out. We in a downtrend. Okay, fib retracement. Since I don't look at this pair often, I'm taking one of Matt's words. I'm not married to the trend lines or the lines. That's Matt. You gotta be flexible. Be flexible.
If it bounces, great. If it doesn't, move on.
Yeah.
Because they're not all gonna bounce properly.
Exactly.
And you can have a really nice trend line. I say really nice trend line is like 3 hits. You get 3 nice tags with a nice strong wick. That fourth one is a really high probability, but if it breaks and doesn't bounce there, guess what? It's going the other way. Or it's just going to consolidate, but most of the time it'll continue and it'll break through and it'll just slice. So
True. Good point. Matter of fact, hold on 1 second. I just realized I was looking for Bitcoin and I was not on the M5 on here. It's because it's 10 o'clock. And woo, look at that. Hey, that was beautiful. Good look at that. Okay. This was
That's what I'm talking about.
We got an up arrow on the M5. It's 10:09 right now, so this is 10:05. This is the hour candle, the 10 o'clock candle. This is not a good time to jump into Bitcoin yet. We're looking for buys, people, but I'm not cool with this buy. I'm sorry, I just had to jump on it.
Explain it out. Because some people that may not have your eyes or your perception may not understand why this is not a good buy, because per certain guidelines, it looks like it might work, right? You're over the moving average and whatnot. So maybe give someone a little bit more insight into your processing.
Absolutely. So as we all were mentioning, we were looking for buy entry on the Bitcoin off of the H1 for the swing trade. And since it might be another hour before you get the AIRO alert, I was trying to show you guys how to get in a little sooner. And Nate goes through this in Strategy 8 video on candlestick formations, right? So one way to do that would be to just wait off of the candlestick formation. And I said I was looking for a railway and it did not create. So I also mentioned that I was going to come to a lower time frame and get in a little sooner. That's why I'm on the M5. I don't necessarily deal with the M1, but I'll come to the M5 time frame, 5-minute time frame. We do have an up arrow alert, all right, prior to the 10 o'clock candle, which is this one right here, all right. However, I do not have a bounce from a zone. That's a no-go, all right. This is I would not necessarily call this an engulfing bullish candle to this. So I don't like that. That's number 2. And then number 3, look at this. We have this bearish candle that kind of overtook this bullish one, engulfing, coming down. So I have a couple of signs that this bag entry is not valid yet. So what you want to do is just wait. Wait for this thing to come back down, and it'll probably give you a down arrow alert. It still would not be valid because it's not coming off of any resistance zone that you can see here on my screen because of my broker. On your broker, you might have a zone, so that does happen. However, it wouldn't be valid. You would just wait, and what I would like for it to do is come touch this support zone, then give us a bag arrow alert going up, and then take that entry because it would be valid. You would be following the trend, and it is an earlier entry than what you could possibly wait for the hour candle to give you an alert. All right.
Exactly. So I'm gonna stop you right there for a sec. NAS 100. Yeah. Go take a look.
Woo. M5.
Yeah.
Cool.
Remember we were saying we were looking for it to come down?
Yes. Look at that.
Yeah, I'm already in it. It has to come down with some more momentum. That to me is not.
It's probably gonna consolidate a little bit where it is right now and then pop down.
Nice. I wanted it to make things.
You wanted it to be higher, right?
Yes, I need it to be. Well, it is kind of forming a W though. Kinda. This third might be the third leg, and maybe it'll turn around and do a fourth one and then come down, which would be awesome. You want to know why? Okay, because this is in retracement, so this is going to keep happening for the rest of the day and tomorrow. What I'm thinking is I just want this thing to turn around and give me an up arrow alert, just so it could eventually turn right back around again and give me a down and then ride the retracement down. you know, for longer than just the M5. That's what I wanted that thing to do up here. So I would have been able to take the trade right now with you guys on the call and do an AIRO alert off of the M5 instead of me doing candlestick formations off of the M5. Me personally, on indices, I like doing those when I'm following the overall trend, but on a counter trend or a retracement like what they're in right now, I'm really cool with that and like to do alerts. So I hope it does that for me, but Nas wants to do its own thing sometimes and just melt out of the sky. But that is beautiful though. That's what we wanted to do. Cause look, let me go to the H1, you guys. Again, I swing trade, right? Everybody know, and I got a lot of converts now for that swing trading. Look at this beautiful red.
Oh, US 500 looks like a better setup, guys.
Oh,
For a
boom.
short. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go look.
We got alert. I'm jumping over there.
No, I don't know if I got alert, but
oh, it looks like it might be. Okay, I got you.
yeah, it's cleaner.
Ooh,
It's cleaner.
that does look cleaner. And I'm about to get another alert. Euro NZD and Euro GBP sell. Okay, Euro GBP is probably going to be good. Let's go. Hold off on S&P because it just is going back up again. Euro GBP is a sell. We're in a downtrend. Oh yeah, taking it. Let's go. Let me go on my live account. Let me jump in there. 20 pips. Get in there. We got it. Come on. Get thing. Let's go. Here we go. And I'll walk y'all through, but I'm jumping in right now, just letting you know. Okay, boom. Now, this is what it looks like on the M15. Okay. This is why I got in. We are in a downtrend on the Euro GBP. Why? Because I already went through my charts earlier and talked about it with everybody. But for those who weren't there, bag entry alert. Zoom all the way out. We're on the M15. We have more pink than green. Downtrend. Okay. Next thing. And your entry. All right. Bounce from a resistance zone. There's no arrow alert in between going in opposite direction as an interruption. Confirmation, bounce, arrow, close below the MA, of course. It wouldn't generate if it didn't. And go. Now, I got in also because counting from the zone, my entry to the zone, 15 pips, not 20. I'll take my 15 pips or even 10. I'll take 10 to 15 pips because I really wanted to take a trade today. Now, normally, if you wanted to just go for your 20 pips, you would just say, hey, it's not 20 pips. I'm not going to go for it. But Nate does teach if it's less than what's normal, you go for half. So since it's only 15, you can go for 10 safely. I'm just going to go for 15. Why? Because when I was on the H1, we were talking about it. I said, I want a get in and I want to be able, because I have what? Clear skies down here to my 0. All right. So if I do that and I bring it down as my take profit, I'm setting take profit, drag and drop. It's about that 15, 17 pips. My 0 for my fib line is right in that zone that we're going to. That's why I was okay with just coming into this zone. You know, there's my 0 right there. So actually, I'll put it at the top. Let's just go to the zone. So 15 pips. And I'm going to set it right there. Now, of course, I'm in some drawdown because it's wanting to do that right when I'm on the call with everybody. But we could have did the peekaboo, you know, with Coach Mo and to see if you wanted to get in there, if you wanted to maybe avoid that drawdown. But that is just a typical bag entry. If you didn't know peekaboo, bounce, arrow, go, take it to the zone. If you aren't comfortable with going to the zone, if it's less than 20 pips, then you would take half, pip and dip. Either way. Coach Mo's peekaboo, the way I would look and see that is you would go down to the M1. This is how I kind of did it with Coach Mo. This is my entry. Here's a support zone in the way. right? So once that support zone is gone, we're clear to go. It's actually already turning around and it forms like a fractal, I guess. Well, that's not even a fractal. Here it is right here. But it's coming back into this resistance zone, but it's already on a downtrend. So I'm cool with that. But it's going to come down. But that's kind of like one of the ways that Mo does her, the way I do Mo's peekaboo. It's not exactly the way she does.
Jackie, that's
Yes.
exactly what I just did. I waited. I was like, nope, I'm not getting in just yet. I'm gonna wait till that sucker hits that resistance zone, and we're gonna ride that into the oblivion. Let's hope it just smashes down through that support level. That'd be
look at that. It is. Look at that
That would be-
engulfing candle that's happening.
that would be fantastic. So yeah, I didn't get in until let's see here, 2 candles over, right?
Yeah.
So
cool. No, that's completely understandable. So that's one way to do that is one way to kind of avoid the drawdown setup is to do Coach Mo's peekaboo. Just come on down to the M1, take a little look-see. You know, you see this resistance zone, especially if it was already turning around a little bit. Look at what it did right at my entry. Turned around, hit the zone, and then it came back down again. So you could have got in up here and saved yourself about 3-4 pips in drawdown. But other than that, it's still a valid bag. Now, for we already talked about setting your take profit. You can either set it for 10 pips according to Nate's rule. Like he said, if it's not 20 pips to the zone, but you got some room, take half. You can take 10 pips and dip. I'm going to the zone. Per what I'm looking for on my fib is very close to the 0, and it needs to come back down here anyway to continue on with its trend. So I'm going to the zone, see if I can catch me 15 pips, and then go about my business. Now, your stop loss, okay? Stop loss is 20-40. So 40 pips is your stop loss. I did not hear Nate say to cut your stop loss in half if you're cutting your take profit in half. So I'm just going to stick with the 40 pips, and I'm just going to grab it and drag it all the way up. 40 pips is probably off the screen. Yep. 40 pips.
So here's an opportunity, right? Like if you could actually bring your stop down a bit more until probably about that, not that high there, but the high before. Because if it's gonna break that high,
or this one up here,
right there
at the money zone, previous money zone.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
If it's gonna break there, you don't want to be in that trade anyway.
Right.
Because first you got your red zone, right? And then you've got your higher highs that you got to get through. The likelihood of it doing that is probably pretty low.
Yeah, very true.
So it saves you a couple pips.
There you go. Matt has saved us pips, people. So now we have, what is our risk? What's our risk to reward ratio? We are risking, how much am I risking here? Come on, people, get in there. Tell me. Oh, it doesn't want to highlight for me. Did I move something? Oh, I'm risking 17. Hey, I got a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. I'm risking 16 to make 16 or 17. Yeah, 17. Thank you, Matt.
Perfect.
1-to-1 risk to reward ratio.
Yeah, excellent. Something like that, you know.
Very nice, very nice. So Euro GBP's on its way. Yay. I'm gonna just quickly go through the Q&A real quick for those who dropped something in there. Somebody mentioned, I don't see Josh responding. Oh, US 500 on the M5. Okay, Josh, we already talked about that. All right.
Let's see. EG. Let me see something.
Okay. Yes. Oh, Josh is mentioning on the M1. Yeah, it is still retracing. It's cool. What would you want to say, Matt?
Just checking something real quick. I don't know if I like that area. So what were we looking at?
Oh, on EG?
Yeah, I'm just looking real quick on my other charts.
Oh, okay. Let's see here.
I'll let you know.
Somebody mentioned shooting star off of the 32 level on EA. Dang it. Now, y'all know I don't know what the daggone shooting star looks like. That's one of my trouble, those candlestick formations. If it ain't engulfing or railway.
Or kangaroo, right? The kangaroo one. Remember that?
Kangaroo, yeah.
That was funny. I actually had to look it up because I thought someone was horsing around with me.
Thought
Like,
they were too.
that's a kangaroo. I'm like, man, kangaroo, wallaby. You can call it whatever you want.
I see these bounces off of this 38. Yes, that's nice. It bounced off again. Rejection. That's cool. I'm gonna wait for the H1 alert. Only because off of the H1, it does not look like what the candle formation I'm looking for. However, let me hop on over to my scalping MT4 and see what's up over here. EA, where are you, EA? Boom. What does it look like on the M15? All right, so we might be getting that M15 alert going down, which would be a bag entry. Even though you don't see a resistance zone here, it'll probably pop up. Then you can go ahead and jump in EA. And then, we're talking, as we've been talking about this, I don't know if y'all caught on, but we're talking about multi-time frame trading. All right, so we started off at the H1 earlier, and we coming down to lower time frames to get in and hold a trade, maybe even a little bit longer based on what we saw off of the H1. So just so y'all know, in case y'all didn't catch on, that's what y'all were doing. That's what y'all doing. Multi-time frame trading. So yeah, we're gonna keep that on the EA, and let's get that down narrow so we can go ahead and hop on in. Thank you for that. Shout out to you for that. Mo, how you doing over there, darling?
I was holding my breath on that now. I'm like, come on, hurry up and melt.
I know, right? I know. I'm gonna jump over there. Let's jump over there.
I actually closed out my trade because it's reversing back up and doing this little thing.
Oh yeah,
right?
I see it. I see it.
Yeah, so it anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
It's a wild rodeo. So
absolutely.
I'm all about, you know what I'm saying, risk-free trades. Just
look
close
at this.
out.
Look at that, Mo.
Oh, I love it. I love it. See, this is why AIRO is the source, girl.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Had I seen that, I don't think I would close out my trade. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, this is cool. We about to get it. We about to get in the NAS here in a minute.
Boo, I'm about to ride that sucker right with you because I wouldn't close out my trade had I seen that. See, my arrow's not working. Okay, now. Thank you for the guidance, my love.
No problem. No, I'm excited. I just want the up arrow to come on. That's fine. Just give me the up arrow.
Induction.
Yep, girl. Or something, and turn around. Let's go down.
Stop you now.
Let's go. I'm looking at S&P real quick. Same, they're far. They're too far away from the resistance, but they move differently. And then we didn't talk about Big Brother today. Let's go take a look at Big Brother. What he doing? Oh, that's beautiful.
US 30.
It's touching that MA off in the M5. Now, just so everybody know, we scalp off the M5. I know Mo be going ham on it and go down to the M1. I'm cool with the M1 though. I'd rather deal with M5. But US 30 is touching that AIRO MA. That's beautiful. The reason why is because I want it to come back up. I want US 30 to come back up. I want all the indices to come back up. We want them all to come back up right now. Give us up AIRO alerts. They're not going to stay going back up yet. They're in retracement right now on the higher time frames. So on the M5, you want that down arrow alert, especially since it's following the downtrend of the M5. When that down arrow alert comes in, go for it. Because it's going to give you, and even if you're not comfortable with US 30, you'll get it on S&P 500, 20 pips and dip. NASDAQ, 50 pips, dip. You got the account balance for US 30. Matter of fact, if everybody's in demo, go in demo and do it. And then see if you can catch 50 pips on US 30. It ain't going to hurt nothing. You in demo. But you practicing trading on it. So that's what we're doing with the three indices right now. And if somebody asks, and then Euro odd, like I said, we're looking for the 15-minute down, so we'll be on that. CB, I forgot. I'm so sorry, CB. I didn't say anything to you. How are you doing?
I'm good, Jackie. Just
Okay.
watch magic.
I don't want you to think I forgot about you. I did not
No.
forget about you.
No worries. I'm just rooting for our EG here to break down for us.
Okay, how
So
many
did
pips?
you guys, sorry guys, did you guys put 87.35 or something as your stop loss, or 87.40 or something like that?
87, what? Let me see. Stop
I'm-
loss is
I'm going skiing this afternoon, so I'm just trying to get my 10 pips and get the heck out of Dodge with this trade.
Oh, that makes sense.
87. It's close to that. 87.39 is what I'm at.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. All right.
Cool.
Yeah, it's just because so EG loves to move really fast. So I don't like usually I trade with anywhere from a 7 to 10 pip stop loss.
Mm-hmm.
I've had to adapt that because EG moves like I don't even know what. It just it loves to move fast. So
Mm-hmm. You
yeah.
know what?
So it needs a little breathing room.
It does need a little breathing room. You know what? Now that I think about it, I think I'm just gonna go for my 10 pips and dip. Now that CV said that.
Yeah, Jackie. See? You're learning. You're learning, Jackie.
I think even though I'm not going skiing, I'm gonna go for my 10 pips and dip. That's what I'm doing. But I gotta make sure I pay the broker. So let me move it up to 11 pips total. There you go. Boom. There you go. 10 pip and dip. There we go. And I pay the broker. So I walk away net 10 pips. That's what I do. Thanks for that, CBC. CB, I called you out and you said that and you just helped me out. That's fine.
All right. I like it.
I appreciate that. I could have held it later. I might just do that on another account. But right now, we'll just pip and dip. That's what we'll do.
Pip and dip.
Yeah. Mo, you cool with that?
Girl, I'm already in there. Like, we've been in profit with my peekaboo strategy for a minute now. So I already said, my SLTP. Your girl's like, yes, let's catch some pips.
There we go. I'm loving it.
Let's go.
What somebody asked, what do we think about GU? This is a half hour ago this question was asked. I'm looking in the Q&A too. So if there's anything in the chat y'all want to bring up, go ahead. GU is on a uptrend, is what I said earlier. And now shoot, let me go back. Make sure I said it right because it's on my list. Yeah. Oh, that's an engulfing candle here for this hour. Hold up. Yeah, I'm getting hype, y'all. I like that.
Yeah, that's a big move.
Yes, it is. Oh, where's my M15 on GU, y'all? Where's it at? Let's go. We should have an alert or something coming up. Buy on gold. Not talking to you right now, gold. Where's GU?
You didn't get rinsed on gold, did you?
No, not.
Okay.
I ignored gold. Okay. You see this move? That hour is this whole entire move here for GU. When we get that up arrow, it's golden. However, look at this engulfing candle. That's where that strong move is coming from. All of this, and if you got in here and you would have got in this trade here, you would have had all this drawdown right here. So I don't know what that thing is called. So I'm waiting for GU. So we're going up. So let me circle back for you guys real quick because this was my thing. I trade off the H1 and GU. That was the high of GU according to my fib. GU has retraced back to the 38. It didn't hit the 50, and now it's forming an engulfing candle now in this current hour. And the reason why it's engulfing is bullish engulfing, as you can see. Here's the previous hour's candle. Here's the next hour's candle, and it is completely taken over this candle and then some. It engulfed it. All right. It's not complete though. I'm just calling it that. It's not really called that until the hour is complete. The candle formation is complete. With that being said, that is a bullish formation. I am going to jump in the trade on the H at 11 o'clock once that thing is done, if it stays looking like that. And even if it closes right at the same point where it opened, still jumping in bullish, because then it would be a railway track bullish formation. Either way, we going up on GU, right? However, I got excited when I saw that, because I said we on the M15. Where's my M15 up arrow? It's gonna be real funny if I jump in prior to the alert on the M15 as well. And it's kind of slowing down, and that just might happen. So shout out to whoever just said that on the GU, because it was on the radar, but I'm gonna keep it on the M15 now. So either way, at 11 o'clock, I'm jumping in. If I get the M15, I'll jump in from there. That's how I'm doing that one. But that's just me. So David also said the same thing. We already talked about GU. I saw that gold alert. Anybody here on the panel trade gold? Crickets.
You want to
No. No, I generally stay away from it.
Your
Me
girl's
too.
crazy. Actually, that seriously, Barrow, go. You got the bounce, you got the arrow, your girl's in the trade.
Oh wow, get out. Really? I can't. I would not have gotten into
if you think gold is fast, hold a second, babe. If you think gold is fast, you're in for a treat on NAS US 30, because gold is not fast to me.
That's true. You're right. You're right. They do move a little faster. I wouldn't have taken this buy on gold though, only because it's against the trend of the time frame. Even though it clearly did move, I wouldn't have taken it just because of that. It didn't fit counter trend. It didn't fit bag entry. I'm not even going there with Strat 9 and none of that, because I believe Nate said the Strat 9 was only for Forex pairs, currency pairs. I don't know if gold fits in that category. I think he usually separates gold out of the rest of the currency pairs. So Strat 9 ain't even a factor on that either. Which is an awesome strategy, by the way. So if you guys did not go see Strat 9 video, go check that out, because I really think we're going to have white vans pulling up to our houses, once everybody starts really getting the hang of that and just destroying these markets. That's a powerful video that he put out on that. It just like opens your mind on market structure and what you're seeing and how these candlesticks are forming. He had taught it previously, but watching it again, and I got to watch it 3 more times, it just was really so eye-opening. I really enjoyed that. But that's gold. Anything in the chat, you guys catching anything? See any questions or anything?
Yeah, they're asking you to share the link for the video.
The video is in your back office of Auvoria Prime, under AP Academy, and you would just follow the I don't want to say prompts, because they're not prompts, but you would just follow your way down as if you were setting up AIRO for the first time. It's in the AIRO setup course, and all the strategy videos are there, so you can go ahead in there and check and look. I just don't have the link like in front of me to be able to just drop it to you, but you do still need to log into your back office anyway to be able to see it. Oh, boom. See, Rich, shout out Rich. He went ahead and put it in there. He put the path in there for everybody. Oh, see, look, Matt did too. Thanks, Matt. Look, everybody's putting it in there. Somebody just said check NAS. What am I checking for? What we doing? Beautiful. Thank you. Let me know. Anybody get an up arrow alert? I'm only asking because if different people with different brokers will get arrow alerts before I do. So I was just asking if anybody got an alert yet. Okay. What? On the M1. Okay. Not on the M1, no. I want it on the M5. So if y'all catch it on the M5 and it pops up before mine does, let me know, because I'm totally just going to watch it. Now, that doesn't mean we're going up. Okay? I just want to reiterate that. I just am looking for it because it's part of the setup. All right? We want it to go up, And sometimes I might even get another down arrow even without an up already being generated, because sometimes it does that. But I really just wanted to go up enough so that when it comes back down again, I can get another down arrow alert. Because I'm looking for alerts, honestly. I don't like to sit here and look at charts and stare at the same chart all day. I just want an alert.
Exactly. Just go in there and quickly check it out. They're asking for Euro NZD on the M15 and the
Euro-
M5, my love, for a sell.
Okay, Euro NZD. I do not have an arrow alert, so they got an arrow alert.
They're saying outlook for a sell. That's all they're saying. I don't think that they actually got the arrow yet.
Oh, okay. They might have been because of what we were talking about off of the H1. So let me go back, because this is different. I'm on 2 different MC4, so they all look different. I got 20 minutes left on this GU. You getting ready to be mine. Let's see. Euro NZD. Okay, so Euro NZD was on a downtrend. Okay. It stopped here. Uh-oh. What's that? I got an alert. 10, 4. Oh, that's NASDAQ on the buy. There we go. Yeah. Okay. NAS gave us the buy. That's what we wanted. So now when that sucker comes around, it gives us a down. We in there, everybody. If you try it on demo, if you don't have, if you're not used to trading indices, it's okay.
Please.
We're having fun. It's okay. We having fun here. We just gonna do it. I'm gonna do it on live. I'm cool with that. But if you have not traded an index before, then go ahead and do it on demo, please. Because guess what? I could take it if it loses. Okay. You know, I'm just being straight up with y'all. But that's awesome. That's what we want. Euro NZD. We are on a downtrend. It retraced to the 38, came back down, got stopped by this support, and then it bounced even harder back and came back and touched this 62, got stopped, went back to the 62, and came down. Look at this W formation happening. And it's coming back up. That's fine. I want this thing to give me a down arrow down. So that's probably why they were mentioning M15 on that. So if I zoom in, I'm on the H1 right now. I'm gonna walk y'all through. All right. All right. So, ooh, you see this candle? I love these candle formations today. Look at all these engulfings that we're getting. This is beautiful. Yes. Shout out to you guys. So in the next 4 minutes, we might be getting an EN sell. Totally taking that. Engulfing candle off of the H1. It's very close to this MA. Yo, I'm totally in there at 11 o'clock. Even if I don't get the M15 one, I'm in. That's engulfing. As long as it closes looking like that, it's a confirmed engulfing candle. Oh, but here is an example of a railway. If y'all wanted to know, I don't have my little boxy thingy. I don't know if you guys know what a railway pattern looks like, but Nate does go over it in his videos. Okay, yeah. Let me give you a little triangle, little rectangle. This right here is the railway formation, these two. So it started down here, went up, next candle, came right back down. That is a bearish railway formation. And as you can see, it continued bearish. All right. And it would just be the opposite. So if it was bearish first, turn around and went up, then it would continue going up. That is what that candle formation looks like. And that's actually the candle formation that helped me to get in on Bitcoin yesterday. It's just that I went to a lower time frame to jump in a little bit sooner. So I love that formation. As soon as I only just learned about that from Nate, y'all. Literally, just like within the last month when he came out with Strategy 8 and we were working on it. He was like, oh yeah, I see you had that railway pattern formation. You got into the trade. Huh? What? No, I came in off of the fib level. He's like, no, there's a railway pattern right there. I'm like, oh, you know, in my mind, I'm always a student. You know, everybody teaches me. Coach Mo taught me peekaboo. All right. Matt taught me wedges. Al taught me fibs. CB just taught me to just chill and scalp and dip. you know, I'm always a student. So,
Always.
always a
Always.
student. So I'm gonna throw this on the M15. We're gonna wait for that down arrow. And
Rich, you actually have it somewhat semi right. So basically, it's a bearish and a bullish candle in the same length, going opposite directions of one another, and they're pretty much the same length. That's how you can see. You can tell it's a railroad, right?
yep.
So good call. Good call.
Excellent.
I'm so excited about the indices. Let's just do this. Like,
no, it's
ready to
coming
make
up.
a move.
It's coming up. It's coming up. So that was
I know, girl. I
EN.
can feel it. I'm feeling it.
Yes. Let's see. Oh, somebody is like, check GU on the M1. Resistance just broke. Yeah, okay. I don't trust M1. That's just me though. I'm not cool with M1. I'd rather see it on a higher time frame just for confirmation purposes. I scalp, but I only scalp the indices because that's what I trade. And majority of the time, I'm not even scalping them. I'm swing trading those things. So as you can see, there has not been a swing trade yet, but it's about to happen. So I'm gonna be in there. Yes, Milton, strategy 9 is the market maker strategy. Fantastic in-depth analysis about how charts and the candlesticks and price movement all come together. It just mind-blowing. Let's see. Anything you guys see in the chat? I'm just looking at the Q&A real quick. Somebody asked about NZD CHF. Really? That is a foreign currency pair to me. Like I couldn't remember that they even trade that. But okay. NZD CHF. Okay, I have a little. Anybody else trade this pair? No.
No.
Only reason why I was like, I normally probably wouldn't even trade this pair because it's the Kiwi and it's the Swiss. And US session doesn't sound like it would be the best session for those. Just right off the top of my head. So I wouldn't even look at it, me personally, right now, but I will look at it since it was asked. And they asked about whether it was a bank induction. By the way, I'm only going off of bank induction based on the way I remember it to be from Nate months ago. If he comes out with a video and says some extra stuff, it's not my fault. Just saying. Because, like, I got to tell y'all, as I'm looking at this, is it a bank induction on the M15 going down? No, it's not, because this arrow did not touch the zone. It needs to touch it. Nate says even if it could be a wick, but it needs to touch it. So no, not on that.
So they're asking for USD JPY and USD Chef. Did you already look at those, hon? That's funny, Trey. I was looking at US 30. I wish my arrow was working because I would like to see what's happening because it looks like it's going down.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me look at US 30. Yeah. It is going down. We about to get a down arrow on US 30. Straight facts. Yeah. So you said US.
Do you see that?
Look at that drop. Give me my arrow.
Can I please? Can I please eat today? Come on.
And it's going to be quick too, you guys. I'm just letting y'all. Oh, look at that. Hold up. Wait a minute. JVY not even on the go going right now. Yeah, I'm going to get an arrow. Let me set myself up right now. That's going to be a 0.01 because we on US 30. I'm not crazy.
Yeah, right.
I'm just setting myself up. We getting ready to get that arrow on US 30. I'm just letting you know that. That's that 0.01 on SPX. Let me look at S&P real quick because I feel like we're going to get the same thing over there. And then I'll jump over to USD JPY, you guys. But we'll be looking at S&P. Yep, we're about to probably get the same thing on S&P. So I'm going to take the S&P one on my live account because I'm building that account for another reason. I will take the US 31 in demo on this one because I hadn't taken US 30 in a long time. And then NASDAQ is on its way as well. All three, baby. It's going to be a beautiful move. And this is a pip and dip. This is not a whole trade, okay? Just letting everybody know. This because it's in retracement. All right, it's in retracement. But shout out to the squad because this is what we've been waiting for. We've been waiting for this retracement to move so we can get into our swing. Okay, so while we're waiting on that, it's going to happen within the next, maybe in this minute right here. 1 minute left. If I don't get it on this 5 minute, then I'll go to USD JPY. Just letting y'all know. But give me 1 minute because I don't want to miss it. Uh-oh. I can barely hear y'all. Is it me? Can y'all hear me? Oh, Mo, I can't hear you, darling. You sound very low, darling.
Oh no, really?
Yeah.
Oh man, let me switch my mic again.
Okay. How you doing, Matt? You're quiet. You okay?
No, I had to step away. I had some kid stuff to deal with.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I just want to make sure don't want you to think we forgetting about you and stuff.
Oh no, I'm happy.
Okay. All right. I did not get the M5 alert on US 30, and for good reason. Look at that thing. It went right into the zone, people. No go. No go. Darn, I got hype about that. Sorry. Oh, look at that. And S&P did the same. Yeah. You know, that's a total fake out. You know, like people thought it was going back up to restart the trend, and then they just said, no, it's not. We're just going to take your money. Wow.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay. Naz, let's
That's
see.
pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I'm like, wow. See, this is why we wait, people. This is why we wait. All right. So since we didn't get it, and it might just continue melting now, I'm not cool with this, these candle formations though, for me to jump in on this melt. Number one, I don't like to trade counter trend anyway. Okay. But that's why I like alerts. I'm not cool with this candlestick formation, this extra long candle, off of this. I don't like that at all. Plus, this thing is coming back up anyway. It might be forming the end of a W. I don't know. Off of S&P, and then US 30 looks like it's doing the same. So I'll just wait. And NASDAQ, I'm just skipping through. NASDAQ might get me a down arrow. That's fine. If we can catch 20 pips or 50 pips on that, that'll be great. 20 pips is a $2 move. 50 pips is a $5 move. You should be able to get that with it to the zone. So I'm gonna leave it on that.
I just got my 10 pips on EG. How about you?
Okay, let me check. Yes, I did. Woo!
Yeah. There we go.
Pip and dip, family. Pip and dip. Thanks, CB. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
I was gonna be mad too because I'm like, man, I don't know if I want to wait in there this long. Good job, CB. Appreciate that. Everybody else cool? Drop a 1 in the chat if y'all hit that TP on Euro GBP.
Yeah, obliterated it. Hey, quick thing. So when we're doing yes. All right. Anyone who had issues with your VPS today, can you please in the chat put your username for AP so that we can so that I can send it off so that we can have the VPS provider do some investigation into what's going on.
Excellent.
Well, it's just going to help, right? I'm in contact with some of the ownership right now, so we're just trying to get this led and fix these growing pains because they're irritating.
Excellent. Good looking out, Matt. Way to come through, Matt.
You're trying to help out the family. Growing pains suck. They do. And so we're just trying to manage that.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to find the
what was it? Oh yeah, they said USDJPY. Sorry, I got sidetracked for a second.
Yeah, my fault. We
No,
we
not you.
needed those usernames. So
Oh no, absolutely. Make sure y'all do what Matt said. Put your username in the chat so they can
if
take
you
a look.
if it froze, so they can go in and check it out.
Yes. Awesome.
My chat is not working anymore. Coach Mo, you messed me up, my friend. You messed me up. It's not working.
You still
right.
low, darling. I can hear you, but I can hear you a little bit.
Oh yeah, you're.
Yeah, it's low.
I don't hear her at all. Actually, I just hear my little guy watching Go Go Dinos.
Oh.
Okay, changing.
There you are, darling. I hear you now.
You know what?
I hear you now.
My Blue Yeti. I thought I was working.
Oh, let's see. USDJPY. Oh, that's Sissy. Hi, Sissy. Sissy from Greece. Sissy is going to sponsor me in Greece on her farm when I actually go out there to visit with my family. So shout out, Sissy. H1 on the GPY. And you're coming with
That's
me,
what
Mo.
I'm talking about, Jackie. I'll be in your suitcase, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. You coming with me, Mo. You coming with me. Uh-oh, we got an alert. We got an alert off in 5 minutes. What is this? Oh, oil. Oh, wait a minute. I got a sell on NAS. Hold up. There we go. NASDAQ.
Yay.
Jump. Where's dang, get over there. I'm trying to get over there. Hold up on USDJPY, sissy. Oh crap. Look at that. No, that's not. No. Sorry.
Yeah, don't touch that.
Yeah, that's no. Even though that sucker did go, but I'm not comfortable with that. I'm not. I can't.
Well, there's too many good trades out there to take crap trades.
Exactly. But I'm pretty sure Mo done went in there and got in there anyway. I know she did.
I got 50 tips, tips and tips, Girls gotta eat.
That's true. This is my oil. I had gotten a 5-minute on oil. Let me zoom out. Oil is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a downtrend on oil. And then I have this what? I don't like bounce AIRO. It did close below the MA, but then it retraced back. I don't like this. I don't know why I'm on the M5 on oil. Let me go back to the M15 where I normally am. I don't know why that's on the M5, but yeah, that looks better. Okay, so USDJPY. And by the way, that NAS going directly into the zone, no, that is not a bank induction because you are already on a downtrend on the M5 on NAS. So a bank induction would be technically a counter trend arrow going into a zone. So that one does not qualify. They say USDJPY for a sell. Well, USDJPY is in the stratosphere right now. But, however, I do see why it's a potential because we're in this zone. And by the way, y'all, I think, what was this last week? This is what, Tuesday, Monday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. Y'all remember I called this off of a bank induction? I don't know if y'all remember that call. I think it was recorded or whatever, but I recalled this and it was a bank induction and then I had this drawdown, but I called it as a buy and then look where that sucker went.
Yeah, buddy. That's beautiful.
just want to throw that out there to everybody. But actually it could be a sell. However, look at that formation. Two people asked about railway formations, and all railway formations is just like an engulfing candle. It's just like any other candlestick formation. It's just a pattern that has been shown throughout historically to signify a change in price direction or trend. And it doesn't necessarily say how long it will last. It just is a candlestick pattern. So for instance, this would not qualify, but if it was this one going up, and then this current candle coming down, and it stops right where it opened in the previous one, that will be a railway pattern. So bullish, bearish, it continues down, bearish.
Mhm.
If it is a bearish, bullish, it will continue up, bullish. That is what that pattern signifies. They're very, very strong. I'll take it back. Any candlestick formation is, I found, to be powerful coming off of a zone. You know, especially if Squad found out when we caught the swing trade last week, any of the swing trades, I hope y'all would know, they're coming off of bounces from a zone. So they're very strong. That bag entry, that's why it's strong. You're coming off of a bounce, you're catching that momentum of price off of a zone. Well, if you get in a little bit earlier off of a candlestick formation off of a zone, it is just as effective and strong. You know, so this is becoming engulfing. That would be a nice sell. So, Sissy, if you want to go in the demo and see if you can catch 20 pips off the sell off of that candle, or 50, go for it and let me know. I'm going to wait for the bag entry on that, because I don't like sitting here looking at charts. 11 o'clock. What did I say I was jumping in? GBP JPY has a buy. Ethereum has a sell. Good Lord. All right, we're going to split these up. EA has a sell. EA has a sell. That's what we were looking for. So I'm going to go to EA. Mo, do you have Ethereum on yours?
Boo, my VPS is not working.
That's right. My bad. CB, you got Ethereum or no?
Yeah, I can look at it.
Ethereum M30 sell. And Matt,
30-minute Ethereum. Oh,
yeah, I know, right? I was trying, you know, I don't know if mess with these cryptos.
Someone's looking to make like 40,000 pips or something.
True.
Well,
Matt,
the M5 for Ethereum is going down, but there was no bounce.
Oh, it's on the M30.
And yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay. You got GJ, Matt, a buy?
No go on Ethereum.
I'll go check that out.
All right. It's an M15.
Ethereum is right next to the support, so no go.
Gotcha. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna jump to EA M15. I think that's the one we were waiting for. Let me double check. And I said I was gonna jump in something else at 11 o'clock. Dang it. EA. I don't have a zone here on my screen. Does anybody have a zone on EA? That would make me feel a little bit better about taking this trade.
Some reason I can't find my chart for pound yen. I'm gonna find out what's going on.
Okay, people are saying you guys got a zone on the M15 on EA, resistance zone. Okay.
You got so
Nice.
pound yen, you got an uptrend, you got an up arrow, but you also have something a little interesting. You got a red zone there that it looks like a weak resistance zone. So I'm gonna look on another charting system on my trading view to see what
Okay.
we got.
I see that. I'm gonna jump over to this EA. You know what? I said I was waiting for EA, and I know somebody called out GU, and I'm about to go look at GU as well. Give me a second. I want to make sure that I get in my trade right, because I'm on my live account. I ain't messing with my money. Okay, just want to make sure. All right. So EA H1. I was looking to get in sooner. I got me a sell. I still don't have a resistance zone up here. I don't know why. I should have a zone, but maybe it's because it only got hit once. I'm not sure.
There is resistance in the 5-minute, Jackie, but not in the 50.
There is? Okay. All right. You know what? I'm still going to take this trade, though. I'm going to get in my EA trade now. And I'm going to the M15 zone minimum, which is where that 0 is. So EA, I'm in there. Let me do that.
This will be a big area. I don't know if I like it long in pound yen.
Okay.
because we're coming up to it. It looks like a weak resistance zone, but it's the highest high it's had in a significant amount of time. So if it does break that resistance zone, great. If it doesn't, then because you'll have clear skies if it breaks that resistance zone.
Okay.
It's just, I mean, there's too much right now. It actually just went up. I don't even know how many pips in the last 10 minutes. It went.
Good gracious. All of them did. All the
40.
Yeah, all the
It went
GBP
40
pairs
pips.
didn't. I cannot comfortably get into. I wanted to get into GU at 11 o'clock. I did say that, yes, because I saw that it was this massive engulfing candle. However, I'm looking at this M15 and I got this resistance zone here. I got 2 of them here. I don't like that.
And you're going into the highest highs, right? So
Yeah.
like this is going to be a tough go.
Yeah, I'm not. No, you know what I want? I want my H1 going up. That's what I want. That will tell me I have momentum to break that. So give me my H1 going up and we cool. But right now, no. But GU is still in the zone. You know, it's still not in the zone because I don't want y'all to associate it with that. It's still on the lookout. So I am looking out for an up arrow on GU on the H1, on the M15. You know, if we wanted to get in a little bit sooner, we got those zones there. So even if it gives me an up arrow, it probably should obliterate one of these zones in order to do it, you know? So I'll wait on that. But thank you for that. But I am in EA now. And I'm in EA because I was waiting for a down arrow to let me in sooner than the H1 arrow, and I'm still following my trend. I'm only going down to the zone that's on the M15, but I might be stuck in some drawdown on this for a little bit. So this is going to be a waiting game for me. But with my take profit being down there, so my take profit is, how many pips is that? I can't see. Get in there, thing. That is 24 pips. So if I do 1 to 1, 20, well, that's 34 pips. I'm gonna see right there. It touched the 38. I'm just gonna put my stop loss at the 50 right now. There we go. I'm just gonna leave it right there. So it's almost like a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio right now. So it's not the best, but I just want to see where it goes because I don't normally trade these pairs, but I was waiting for it. So, and hopefully it actually goes even further since I got clear skies here on the H1. So let's go EA. We're going to relax in that for a while. And what was the other one? We got so hype about stuff.
We got pound yen as well.
Oh yeah, pound yen.
Go see what you see.
Okay.
I just see that huge run up, which makes me very cautious that we're gonna get a pretty big retracement on that one.
Oh yeah. Oh, darn, arrow
Look,
just got
you
out.
see that?
But I see it though. I do see it. This thing right here.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's a warning sign for me. Don't chase the trade.
Nope. No, I wouldn't want to. And as I'm loading my template up, let me see. It's in that zone. If I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, it went right up in there. How many pips was it away? Oh, that's like what, 5? So that wasn't even enough to even warrant trying to take the trade even for 5 pips. I do not take trades for 5 pips and dip, not with arrow anyway. There's no point. You can catch 20 or 50 on them. But good looking out, Matt, because yes, we want that retracement. Because what do we want? We want that sucker to come right on back down and then restart the trend again. So come on, GJ. Get out of that stratosphere.
Can you look at US 30 on the H1, hun?
Sure. Let
Thank
me
you,
switch.
my love.
Absolutely.
I got you, Antonio.
Oh, okay. Look at Antonio. Hi.
Awesome.
Oh, snap. I got to sell. Yes.
Oh man.
Okay. All right. So, all right, we got an H1 sell, right? No, I am not taking the sell. I'm not taking the sell because I don't trade a counter trend. All right. I follow the trend. However, I wanted that sell because normally when you get that down arrow alert, when that sucker comes back around again, it's going to give you the up arrow alert to do what? Ride that thing on the continuing trend. All right. Now, it has retraced to the 62. You know what? I need to move this low. That's low is not good enough. This is my low. Actually not the best low. This is my low. Okay. Let me fix that for a second. Yeah, that looks way better. All right. So I went to the lowest point. Price closed below the AIRO MA, which is here, wick included, to the highest point, wick included. That's how I drew my fib. Okay. It has now retraced. See how the number changed now? Is at the 38. Still a valid retracement. And it wicked out at the 50. This touch on the 50 counts. Okay. Now we in a new hour and it has came up and then it wicked out at the 38 and it's coming back down again. That's perfectly fine. Let US 30 do what US 30 wants to do. Okay. You just are looking for what? A way to get in on a buy. All right. The easiest way that I've been teaching and telling everybody is to just wait for the H1 bag entry alert. That's all you need to wait for. When you get an up arrow, bounce, arrow, go. Take your trade and go. And on the H1, you can go for 50 pips. That's a $5 move on US 30. I'll show y'all how many dollars US 30 will move in a candle in an hour. Here's one candle. That's a small candle. That is that is $39.21 in 1 hour on US 30. I just told you, you just need $5 move to catch 50 pips. You would have caught your 50 pips in an hour. Okay. So don't go for the 2,000 pips and stuff like that if you're not used to trading US 30, and everybody can do this in demos so you can just get the feel of it. But just go ahead and set your take profit for 50 pips, $5 move, and then bounce out. Now, I swing trade this. So what I'm looking for is, I'm actually looking for this thing to come down. I really want it to keep coming down. And I love the 61.8 fib level. It has been rounded to 62 per Nate's AIRO Strategy 8 video because he wanted his custom levels. All right, but that's really 61.8, a very common Fibonacci level that price retraces to, turns around and goes back up again. I want it to come back down here because I want it to hit there, and I'm going to look for candlestick formations. On US 30, I will sit here and stalk that chart because I'm just going to give y'all a little bit of a taste of what I'm looking for. That thing comes down to this 62 level, plays around. Let's say I get in right about here. I always go back to 0. At this time, there is no zone stopping me going back to 0. You see that middle number? That's 2,869.9 pips. Okay.
Take me out for a steak and potatoes.
All right. If you when you get used to trading US 30, you could be able to catch those, right? But now you're like, well, I ain't got that kind of money to trade US 30. It's okay. S&P 500 does the same thing. All right. And then and then top of that, you're in demo. So when we on these calls, I'm calling out setups for you guys too. You got to watch these setups now. When you on these calls, let's just say you ain't got the money to trade it not yet. That's okay. Do it in demo, because then when you do have the money for it, you have practiced it enough so that you are comfortable doing what? Taking those trades now. These calls ain't for nothing. All right. Just wanted to throw that out there. But shout out to who was that? Who was that said that about US 30?
Oh,
Al, or
who knows?
I can't remember his name. I'm sorry, but thank you for that, because that's what I'm looking for. I'm gonna start this
They
thing.
put you to look at NAS 5-minute chart, hun.
Did it go back up? Did it come back down
I
again?
think it's coming down. Mhm.
Oh, it's reversing.
Well, now it is, but
Yeah.
when they called it out, it was actually going down at the time.
I remember when we looked at it, it was in the zone.
It was.
Yeah. It was in a zone, and then it was this arrow here, and it was directly in the zone, and then it turned around and went back up again, and now
And
it's
I
coming
got
back
out the
down.
trade before it turned around.
And now it's coming back up again, and
That's
that's
so
okay.
quick.
Now this is a possibility. If it see, we got 1 minute left. I don't know if it got enough strength in the 1 minute to complete this as a railway formation. Okay, if it doesn't do that, I'm not jumping in this. No, and I wouldn't jump in it anyway because it's going back up again. I'm not looking for a railway formation to go back up. I'm looking for a formation to come back down. Okay, and so when the arrow came, it was in the zone. I don't take those trades. That's not it. And then I would have got into this one. You would have had all this drawdown. I got to tell you, if you want a $100 account on NAS on the M5, this drawdown would have probably almost blew your account. So I'm very particular about trading these indices. They not for just easy. You got to practice really good risk management when you trading these things, but they're fun. But you see how it's coming back down
I'm
again?
gonna comment, Jackie, real quick, because someone
Yeah.
said that you have different screens. No, it's the broker, guys. It's the broker. So based on your broker, you might see different things than what we see with the brokers that we use.
Excellent. Yep. Each of these candlesticks, thank you for that, Mo.
No
Each
worries.
of these candlesticks are created based on price quotes from your broker. So not all brokers have the same prices showing. All right, so your candlestick formations might be a little bit different than mine. You might see different zones than I will. You might get arrows at different times as well than I will. Trade according to what you see on your chart. And if it's as close to mine as possible, then that's fine. I'm just trading based on how I see on my chart. Darn, it did not have enough time to finish that. What, somebody got a comment?
No. They were asking if you were still in the EA trade, and I was like, you were already out when it hit TP. I held it a little bit longer because I wanted to catch some more money.
Oh,
Yeah, I went for 15 pips, and then I clocked out.
And then I got
But
out.
listen, don't worry about what you didn't make. Just know that you did put some in the bag.
oh, did I take an EA trade? Hold on. Wait a minute. Not on this account. Hold on. Let me see.
Oh, EG, you mean, huh?
Yeah, EG we took in. EA is still going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess maybe I got confused. I'm watching a couple things.
No, it's okay.
They say you're in EA on your other account and then EG hit. Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks, Josh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm still in EA. That's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while. But yeah, so I looked at NAS for you guys. I'm not doing anything with NAS until it gives me what we want. That massive move down, that's not the moves you want. That's like a fake out move. Don't fall for that. Accounts get blown in that sense. However, let me go. What were we looking at? So that was US 30. Thank you for the shout out on that. We're gonna keep that there. Yeah, that's nice. Let it keep coming down. You see how it's keep coming down? Let it come down. And a lot of times people ask me, they're like, well, Jackie, you could have caught all these pips. Why didn't you get into the trade? And this is my thought process. One, I'm not good at trading retracements. I'm not good at trading pullbacks. I'm not good at trading counter trends. I know my limitations. There are other people who are fantastic at that. Okay, but that's just not me. All right, but my other thought process is I don't know how long this pullback is actually going to last.
Mm-hmm.
So because I don't know that, I can't measure or put pending orders or things like that to kind of guesstimate. I don't like guessing because when I'm guessing, I'm starting to gamble, and I'm not gambling here. You know, when you're trading, you're taking informed risk. That's different than gambling, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I prefer to just watch where price go. Now, me drawing the Fibonacci and saying, oh, when it comes to the 62 and we're going to go back up again, that's not me gambling. I'm utilizing a technical tool of measurement with additional information to do what? Inform myself of my confirmation on when to take a trade. That's not a gamble. That's the difference. But here, just because I got an AIRO alert going down, that's all great and fine. I know some people who trade every single alert, actually. They trade every single alert. I don't do that because I feel like I like to maintain that high probability of success, 80% and up. Okay, so I don't trade this trend, even though that's beautiful money that could have been made, but I don't. I wait. And when I wait, I usually hold the trade and I will catch this entire move. I'm perfectly happy with doing that versus just a little bit. Give me the big move. Okay, so that's all I was wanting to say on that. So I'm going to leave US 30 on the H1. I'll look at that, but I'm going to put it on the M5 because just in case, you know, we can't get in there on a scalp, that would be nice. So here's a somewhat of an example. And if you guys have anything in the comments, let me know. But actually, here's very close to a railway pattern. Very, very close. It's not exact, but it's very, very close. See, bullish down, bearish down, bullish up, and then it continued up, but then it stopped, and then it came back down again. And the reason why I would think is because it's the trend for this time frame is overall bearish. You're looking for sells on the M5 right now. So that would have been very interesting if it would have been the opposite way. That would have been a candle formation to get in on. But here's an engulfing candle to get in on, but we're already past that. So, okay. Did I miss anything? Any other pair? Because we talked about GJ. We're in EA, S&P, and US.
Someone has to look at Ethereum short.
Ethereum short. Okay, so the M30 was directly in the zone there. So you want Ethereum on the M5, I'm assuming? Okay, well, Ethereum's on the M5. If it would have came out, if I would have had it on there sooner, I'm concerned that I'm not seeing zones here. I'm concerned I'm not seeing zones here. Probably if I was on a different broker, I might have a zone, or maybe a very weak zone would be appearing. But that would have probably been okay. But I'm seeing this W here. I see that W. And are we on a downtrend or an uptrend on this M5? Let's take a look. Oh, goody. We're on a 1, 2, 3, 4. And I have 1, 2, 3. We are on an uptrend on the M5 of Ethereum, and we are about to have a planted fourth leg of the W get ready to start. Do you see this?
Yes. I love it.
Let me see. Hold up. And look at that. You know what? If this thing engulfs or stops at a railway, I think I might just go ahead and jump in on a buy on this one. Shout out to whoever just did that on Ethereum. I don't normally trade M's and W's like that. I just kind of see it. I need to actually go through that video again and learn about it a little bit more. But I do remember he said it needs to plant in a support zone and then go. So I thought that was pretty interesting. So we'll see how that goes. So Ethereum hasn't given me anything yet, but they mentioned Ethereum as a sell. And so you would have got that sell on Ethereum. That would have been going against the trend. No, no, no. But you would have made some pips. So again, if you're following the rules though, I would not have taken that trade because it would have been a counter trend. And then look at this one here. That up arrow would have been following the trend, but you got stopped. That is interesting. That is a fake out move. So honestly, I don't know if I would necessarily jump into this one. I don't like this fake out that took place. Interesting. I'm looking at, I'm sorry, I'm talking through stuff now as I'm seeing things. I don't even trade Ethereum like that. Why are you putting crypto on my charts, y'all? I answered the railway formation question. EG hit the zone. Can I go over again why we changed out take profit to 10 pips? Because on EG, remember when we counted it to that zone, it was less than 20 pips. So when it was less than 20 pips, Nate teaches to take profit on that. That's why we cut it in half to 10. Otherwise, you could have still gone to the zone if you wanted to. So it wasn't like it wasn't like you couldn't. You could. Plus, on EG, I was kind of looking for something else, but I really just wanted to pip and dip, and I was just following the normal rule. So that's the only reason why I stopped at 10 pips and dipped. But you could have kept going to the 15 or even held it even longer. But that's why. Let's see here. Yep, they sure are. All the GBPs are moving up. We already talked about GJ. We just mentioned about all the GBP pairs. They're all moving up. Everybody keep talking about GU now, but that was earlier. That was half hour ago. Got it. Anything else in the chat going on?
Let me check.
Doing okay over there, CB?
Talking about Ethereum gold sell on M1. Guys, you guys could scalp on M1, but your stronger moves are going to be on M5 on the gold.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah. There may have been a zone on EA that disappeared. Yeah, that's true. What happened? What did I miss?
The S&P. I closed out my S&P too quick. It melted like.
Oh, did it?
Middle of the earth.
Oh yes. Oh, good.
Come on, man. I could have held it.
Good. I'm going to S&P. Oh, yes. I see that.
Yeah.
Oh, good. And let's look at S&P on the H1. Oh, that looks just beautiful.
You're just so cute.
That is awesome. Where's my fib on this? Hold on.
Yes, please draw the fib.
Where's my fib on this? Because I think where are we at? We're definitely past 30. Yes. Valid retracement. Oh, come on. Keep dropping. That's beautiful. You know, I don't even care about a down arrow on this. I don't even care. I just wanted it to drop so I can get back in on my swing. Today's Tuesday. If this thing keeps moving, I might be able to get in on Wednesday and maybe catch 250 pips by Thursday. That's my thought process on this. That's beautiful. We've been waiting for this thing since last Friday. You know, I mean, this actually should have happened here. You know, so,
come on.
You know, they were messing around. They were like,
you know how they do. You know how they do. They're like, psych.
Yeah, totally. Like this should have happened.
We were going down.
Yeah. Matter of fact, this should have happened yesterday, but because of the bank holiday, it didn't happen. So now we're a day off. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's just me fussing everybody. Sorry. But anyway, you know what? If you guys keep it, I'm just jumping to NAS. I'm not really catching any more M15s. I mean, people mentioned GU. We had that strong move, and that zone is gone now. Remember, I said it had 2. That zone is gone now, so that's good. It came back, and we got green now, so we should be getting up arrow. Possibly. Excuse me, possibly. However, I don't like this.
I was just about to say, Jackie, did it bounce? I'm assuming that there was a support zone down there or something.
I'm thinking there's a support zone here, but it's not there.
Because your girl is all about the bounce arrow go. If I don't see a bounce, the likelihood of that trade doing what we want it to do is like it lowers the risk.
Absolutely.
It increases the risk and lowers the probability of win ratio.
Absolutely. I don't see a zone. I'm kind of wary about that, but that's why I'm gonna jump to my H1. And even my H1 doesn't have a zone here. I think there should be one there though, but we'll look and see. I'll keep an eye out on it.
Because it could be a fake out. You know what I'm saying? It might have made you think it was going up, but then it's like psych, and it's
I know.
It could melt. You know,
yeah.
That's the reason why if it don't have that zone, guys, I don't trust it.
She's like, no go. You know what? I'm
Nope.
looking at this. Ooh, okay. Yeah, good thing. See how this is a bearish candle?
Okay, hold up. They're saying there's a zone on. Oh, so Arthur, thank you for using my peekaboo strategy. He says there's a zone on M5.
Okay, a support zone on M5
Mhm.
right here.
Word.
Okay,
Now that's what I'm talking about.
I like that. That's cool. So
That made
this
me
is
feel
a
way
support
more
zone.
comfortable.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
there's a support zone there. It's just on the lower time frame, which is cool because I think y'all said that before. And that's fine. I was still gonna probably do it anyway, but because I know there's like a weak zone there that's just not showing.
Mhm.
And I believe that's just from me having AIRO all this time. Remember when the very first version of it, it had those weak zones, you know? So that's kind of where I'm getting my thought processes from. Oh,
Right. Jackie, let me answer a couple questions. Valdez, yeah, cryptos typically on M5, that is correct. However, if you're going to do some swing trades, obviously higher time frames are better. Did we already take a look at Bitcoin and G-Chef on, well, one saying, Gloria saying G-Chef on 1 hour?
we need to go back to it. Okay.
Mhm.
What am I looking for on G-Chef again? I gotta remember. I talked about it earlier, 2 hours ago. What am I looking for? Um, what was I looking for? I was looking for this thing to come back down. That's what I was looking for. 'Cause I got an up arrow here 2 hours ago. This probably would have been my entry then. Did I miss this? I think I did. This is 10 o'clock hour candle. Why did I not get an alert on G-Chef? I can't remember. But yeah, that would have been the move. I can't remember now what we were doing at the time. It might have been when things were switching around. I can't remember. Sorry. But yeah, that would have been the move. However, I don't have that.
We were gonna jump in at 11. I don't know what that meant.
Oh, okay. I was gonna jump in at 11 o'clock.
Okay.
I don't think that was G-Chef though. I can't remember. But this thing here, that candle is probably what threw me off. Maybe that's probably what it was. And maybe that's why I'm hesitant now. So I'll wait. I feel like all the GPP pairs did this mess today. I don't like it. I feel like that's a fake out. I don't know. I don't like it, especially since it's creating this fractal now. And when it's 11:30, it's coming down. I don't like this yet. I will wait. Wait for it to come back down and do it again. Because I feel like that's what it's going to do. Especially since this particular move didn't really retrace enough. It's going to come back down and do it again. So I'm okay. Besides, GBP JPY needs to fall out of the sky. We waiting for that thing to start the momentum.
Mhm.
That's what we want. We want that thing to fall out of the sky. It's like in the stratosphere. I'm looking at the H1 real quick. This is me doing correlation, by the way, you guys. This is me correlating things. So, yeah, you see how high up GBP JPY has gone? And it did this like little retracement, but it didn't like come below this MA. I feel like they're playing around, took it back up again, and now it's going to have a very hard, which is what Matt mentioned earlier, having a very hard drop retracement. So I'm anticipating GBP pairs to retrace hard, which is great for me because I want to get into the swing. So here's actually GBP USD off of the H1. So it came off to that 38 and it had this strong move that we just saw on all of them. And now it's coming back down again. So let it come back down again. It's losing momentum. Let it come back down. Let it play around down here. And then let it turn back around and go up again. All right. So keep an eye out on the GBP pairs for that. Let them come back one more time. Then turn around and go back up. Okay. And if you didn't notice, they're kind of moving along like the U.S. indices right about now, which is interesting. Thank you for that, Mo. You see anything else in the chat, Mo?
Let's check, babe. Let's see here. Euro NZD M15 forming in an M.
Euro NZD on the M15 forming in an M. Didn't
Mhm.
I see it. 1, 2. Let this one come up to this zone up here and let it plant in the zone is what I saw Nate say before you
Mm.
go.
And then
And
go
go
ahead,
for it.
hon.
Oh, no, no, no.
Oh,
I was just going to say that he just said let it plant in the zone first and break the net line, then go, is what I remember him saying. But if you zoom out, Euro NZD on the M15 is in an uptrend. You're not supposed to be looking for M's in an uptrend. You're looking for W's. Okay. So even though an M is forming, really the W was what it was. You see how the W is planted in the support zone and then it took off? That's what you're looking for. He said, don't look for M's on an uptrend.
also, Mariska said on EJ, potential back entry for 10 pips.
Ooh, look at Mariska coming through.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I see it possibly coming. All right, let me see. Let me look at candlestick formation here. All right, we are bearish right now. So what will be nice is if that thing continues bearish and closes bearish at 11:45 and we still get a bag entry going up. That would be awesome. However, I want you if you
Off the zone, woman.
yeah, if it bounces off the zone. I'm looking at this and I'm like, well, I don't see a bounce.
No.
I don't
That's
see
why we
a
didn't get
bounce.
AIRO.
I don't like this. See this right here? That's a bank induction. Touch it. Just touched it right there. All right? Bank induction. What did it do? Next candle went up. All right? Not for 20 pips though. Came right back down bearish and then didn't even touch. But then he went back up again. Not a strong movement. I'm
Jackie
sorry.
Rich said to drop down to M5, and then someone also put in Tetsun. I'm hoping I'm saying this right. If I murdered your name, I apologize. Rego, I'm just gonna say your last name. On Euro AUD,
Yeah.
the 5 minute.
Yeah.
They were talking about some support zones that showed up. But if you drop on the 5 minute on EJ, Rich was saying that there's some
Resistance.
confluence that it's going to go up. I'm assuming that's what you're saying, Rich, because you didn't finish that statement. But
Okay. I see.
okay, me likey.
Okay. You got
Me gusta.
I don't trade the currency pairs on the M5. So I do see that for confluence that it's going up, and that's cool. So that would make me feel even better with Mariska saying on the EJ M15 going up. That would be nice. Still getting that AIRO alert for catching 10 pips. That would be awesome. So we'll look out for that. So thank you for you guys. Appreciate that. And what was the other one? Somebody said EA?
EA, yeah.
All right. I'm actually in EA on my live one. So let's jump over there. Okay. What we talking about on EA? What we doing?
That's what I'd like to know.
Because I'm in a sell right now.
Can you elaborate on what you want us to look at?
Yeah. Let us know what you want us to look at.
Drop down to a lower time frame, and maybe that's what.
I guess if they're asking about support zones and stuff like that, here's my thought process on support like this right here on M5. I said it in the chat before, so you can guys go ahead and take a look if you want to see what my thought process is, but I'll say it here. When I'm coming from a higher time frame and like the H1 and I'm planning on swinging it, which is what I'm doing, I don't care about the lower time frame zones. All they signify to me is that it's just going to take longer for me to hit my take profit. That's what that means to me. Okay. When I'm getting in on H1, case in point, Bitcoin yesterday. All right. Somebody asked me that same question on Bitcoin. They're like, hey, there's a support zone on Bitcoin. I don't care. I came in off of the H1. I plan on being in this trade for a while. You must have patience when you're trading on the H1. You might be in this trade for a day or two. Okay. If you want to catch those pips, that's just the burden you bear when you trade on a higher time frame. I have the patience for that because I like trading the higher time frames because I like catching more pips that way. All right. I'd rather take 1 to 2 trades and catch 300 pips in a week than do 5 to 6 trades to do it. You see what I'm saying? So The support zone that's on the lower time frame, it don't matter to me. It just means to me why I'm in drawdown is because that zone ain't broken yet. All right. But it won't stop me, and it will not make me jump out of my trade any sooner. Because I know a lot of people get worried and they're like, oh, I'm going to sell, but then the support zones popped up. Only time I'm going to care if the zone popped up, if a support zone popped up on the H1, which is where I took my trade off of. You know what I'm saying? And again, we got in from the M15 alert, but remember, I'm basing my entire thought process of the trade off of H1 because I planned on swinging it, or at least holding it for longer than today. So unless a support zone pops up on the H1, that will be the only indication for me to jump out of that trade sooner. Other than that, anything else that happens on the lower time frames doesn't matter. Why? Because in order for this downtrend to continue, it needs to get to 0 on my fib level, which is continuing the retracement, because price can't continue its trend unless it comes past 0. You can't go to the next number without going to 0. Okay, so it must continue with that trend. In addition to that, your trend on the lower time frames, M1, M5. If you zoom out, yeah, I'm not caring about that M1 sell, but we on an M1 EA sell, zoom out. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up, 4 down, and I got another down arrow. I'm counting on it going down anyway because the trend is down. Okay, it's going to break through these support zones on the M1. And what happens as it breaks through the support zones? What happens? The trend becomes stronger as a downtrend. And then it will continue on the M5. Look at the M5. 1, 2, 3, 4 versus 2. I don't care about this support zone. I'm on a downtrend majority. It's okay. All that zone is just saying, it's going to stop you from where you need to go. It's going to take a little longer. But a trend starts in the lower time frames, and the stronger it gets, the more you see it in the higher time frames as it goes. All right. So, and as you can see how much stronger it is on the M15. It's a strong downtrend. Don't care what happens on M1 and M5. Okay. So as long as that thing don't pop up on the H1, I don't care. I'm not even going to look at EA no more. All right. Hopefully that helped. I don't want y'all worrying about trades. And then also on that, take it in demo so you can see what I'm talking about. CB is quiet. Did CB go skiing?
I think he bounced. He
probably did. He said I was going to go skiing. How you doing over there, Matt? You good? Matt,
yep, I'm good. I'm here.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
System's up and running better now. So, but yeah, we're doing some investigation. You know, I've spent the last 10 years working in IT for banks, and any of these processes, it's going to take a little while. These are called growing pains, and generally nothing's as simple as we think it is. So. Reality is it's going to take the amount of time, and we really appreciate your patience and understanding as we grow through these pains together.
Okay, thank you for that, man. You know what, Mo, I think there's a question here for you in the Q&A. It says you had turquoise triangles above and below the candlesticks in the beginning of the call. They were wondering what that was.
Those are fractals, guys.
Fractals. And
you can find your fractals under indicators under the Bill Williams folder. Fractals. I like using them, especially for those who are beginning to trade, just so that they can understand the pivot points, right? When the trend in a short period of time or a long period of time is going to change, right? So it's just a way for you guys to eyeball the trend direction, right? So even like on NAS 100 on the M5, we got a fractal low because it broke the 61.8 and is now retracing back up to the 50, right? So once I got that fractal low, could I have wrote it up for a short scalp? Yes. And that's all. It's just to kind of give you guys, just more confluence on and more confidence on your trades. So
We love fractals over here.
yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
Oh, let's see here. Somebody asked, do we trade the UK 100 at all? I don't.
No.
No, I don't. You want to know why I don't? Because I'm not up for London session to trade it to see how it runs. So
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't. That's the only reason why I don't. I typically follow what is it that Nate said? In the session that you trade the pairs that move the most in that session. So this is why I stick with the U.S. indices, because we're in the U.S. session, and in indices I particularly actually don't start trading them until after 9:30. Why? Stock market opens at 9:30. So that's why. But the UK 100 or FTSE, for those who was trying to look for it, since it is a European index, I would go over to London session, the European session, to trade that and do my scalping and stuff at that time. That's the only thought process I had. But I do know some people that do trade it. But it just wouldn't be me. Or that you EJ. There we go. There's the buy on EJ. Shout out Mariska. And I know Garmin mentioned it. So let me go to my EJ. And there's the buy for 10 pips. Let me get in my live because I'm not in there on live. That's my H1. Here we go. This one. That one. There we go here. And, oh, let me see. Hold up. Peekaboo. I am all up in that zone. I just thought about it, Mo. I thought I heard something and I was like, wait a minute.
It's so funny that you should say that, because I was like, hold up, I really need to take a look at this before I jump in. So not 100% confident. That's one of the things that I love about AIRO. It is a momentum indicator, guys. And so you see how slow it's moving. That to me doesn't give me the confidence level to jump in just yet. If I see like a greater push to the upside, I might jump in. But it is right in that zone.
Totally in that zone.
Oh no.
And because I do not plan on swinging this, yes, the zone matters to me now. So I'm trying to scalp it, then the zone matters to me. Let me see. Insert. I'm actually getting ready to throw this on here. Mo and Matt.
Uh-oh. Yeah, buddy.
Going on RSI. I'm going to use the default settings though, not the special settings. Default.
Okay.
Okay. For those of y'all that don't know, I am very stubborn about the usage of this RSI. I don't like it.
I like nothing. I was gonna call you a goat because they're stubborn.
Yes, I am stubborn. It's okay. But
you are the greatest. So.
Oh, Matt, you're sweet. I wouldn't be there without you, man. Don't even go there. You are awesome as well. So is Mo. All you guys. We're just an awesome team. And CB for not skiing on us.
Hey, can I answer Carrie's message about that there's no zones in the 5 minute? Guys, at the end of the day, especially me being a scalper, all the zones matter. Okay, so I love what Matt said. We're looking for higher probability trades. Could you get in there and potentially, catch 10 pips? Yes. However, because those zones are popping up in the lower time frame, the likelihood of it going to where we need to go is not as confident, right? So I like to go into trades where I'm confident. Could it go in that direction? Absolutely. If you want to take it, go for it. I personally won't jump in. That's just me. I like catching my pips and catching them fast. That's why I'm in indices.
That's so true. I'm kind of mad about EA having me at 15 pips drawdown right now. I don't like that.
Girl, I didn't even jump in because I seen some zone. I was like, nope, nah,
I don't
I'm
like
good.
it. I should have
And
waited
that's the
for my.
same thing we're seeing on what is this?
This
EJ
is
is the one
EJ.
that they wanted to. Yeah, see, that's the reason why I don't. Nope, I don't be jumping in the trades like that, because when you go down to lower time frames and it's telling you a different story, listen. That's all I say is just listen to the story, you know?
True. I got in here because I'm trying to get in sooner from my H1 trade. That's what I was.
know.
And I probably
You know.
should have just waited for my bag entry alert instead of being all quick. And now I gotta sit here and draw down, and I hate looking at drawdown.
Well, if you would have used my peekaboo technique, you would have been not in drawdown, and you would actually potentially held off from actually entering, at least for that moment, right? Because immediately the minute you got that arrow, it literally reversed, right? So that's the reason why peekaboo is so powerful. And I get it when people say, "Oh, there's no zones in the higher time frames," but I promise you, I've showed. I've showed you guys on calls last week. I showed you on, if you guys are in my personal training group, I've showed you personally. You go down to that lower time frame and there's a zone. That sucker then reverses, and you're like, well, why am I as a drawdown? Well, in the lower time frame was telling you a different story. You got to listen to the story. Now here's the crazy part about it, guys. I mean, just because you don't enter into a trade, that's not bad. You're just not winning any pips, right? But you're also not losing any pips. That means no money out the door. That's how I see it. I like higher probability trades. So if I see, they're asking us to take a look at 5 on gold. So let's
Gold,
look at
sell, go now.
Go now?
Yep.
Wait for it.
I'm gone. Gold,
Girl, I'm trying
sell.
to get in there. Hold up.
I saw that. I'm in. Yep.
Oh man.
That
would have been beautiful.
It's all right. You got time. It just
trying.
happened.
I'm trying to get over there. Oh shoot.
20 pips and dip.
You mean you taking that for a $20 move? Or $2 move?
$2 move.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, boys, Jackie.
Like,
sit down.
Yeah, like, Jack, calm down, Jackie, calm down. No, just a $2 move. $2 move.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's all that was. And then let it go. I'm not worried about that one. I don't like that EA. I should have waited for my bag on that EA. Look at that. Oh, that was nice on gold, you guys. Happy about that. And let it pull back a little. That's fine. We ain't got nothing in between us and our move on M1, and nothing in between us and our move on the M5.
I like that.
Yep. And it's a overall downtrend. So we're good. And I think that's the last trade of the day, honestly, because it's 11:52. So that was nice. And me and gold don't even speak, but we speaking today. Oh boy. So yeah, we just held off on EJ for that other reason, because it was all up in that zone. But then I think it just broke that zone. Now that I think about it, or is it on the M1? Where is it? Oh, on the M1, it's all up in the zone. But once it kind of breaks out of there, if you still got room, then you might be able to catch a couple of pips. But I'm kind of staying away from EJ right now because of all that. Let's see. And then that's about it, really. So recap, for us as we're getting ready to sign off here. We're in a gold trade now for 20 pips and dip minimum. You can stay in there longer if you want to. I'm not. What else? We are in EA. I'm in drawdown anyway. Probably should have waited for my H1. I'm pretty sure after this call, Coach Mo's going to come after me and say, Jackie, why'd you jump ahead in there when you know you should have followed your own rule? I know, Mo. I know.
I love you. All love, woman. All love.
However, the big things that we're looking for is indices. They're in the downtrend. Pullback from retracement of the uptrend. I am looking for bag entry alerts going up off the H1 going forward. All right. S&P, NASDAQ, US 30. If you don't have the capital to do it in live, that's cool. Do it in demo. Have fun with us. And I want to see those pips that you caught. All right. And you setting your take profit, 20 pips to get started, $2 move. Easy on US 30. And then since you're in demo, try and go for it. I'll tell you what, S&P, I shoot for 125 pips on the H1. For NASDAQ, I shoot for 250 pips on the H1. Take profit, I'm talking about on all these. And on US 30, I shoot for 500 pips on the H1. Take profit. Stop loss, still the 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So S&P stop loss will be 250. NASDAQ stop loss will be 500 pips, and then US 30 stop loss will be 1,000 pips. That is just normally what I go off of, but I normally don't necessarily stick to those stop losses because I'm utilizing a fib, and I'm pretty much watching as I scalp. But just practice it, And actually, if anything, you might want to increase that US 30 stop loss actually to like 4,000 pips. Now that I think about it. Yeah, US 30, 4,000 pip stop loss, NASDAQ 2,000 pip stop loss, and then S&P 1,000 pip stop loss. Those are what you would use. And like I said, you're just looking for the bag entry going up. So you might not get it today, might get it tomorrow, but that's what y'all looking for. And then we already know the GBP pairs. They were out in the stratosphere, in the skies, way out in the clouds, but they got to come back down. We want them to come back down. All right. And then do the same thing that we're looking for the indices. Wait for the retrace and then come back up on the H1. These are all swing trades that I'm calling because that's how I normally trade. And the EUR pairs, same thing. They're going down. So look for them to retrace up and then wait for the down to come back again. Same thing. And then all on the H1 is based on what Nate says. 50 pip type profit. 100 pip stop loss. You could tighten it up with any additional information you have, like what Matt was mentioning, like previous highs or previous lows, previous money zone highs. That was a nice correlation. Using the fibs, whatever you can to tighten it up, your risk and your reward is what you want to do. Okay, that was like the quickest summary I think I've ever pulled. Anybody have anything else to add on that?
No, that was brilliant. Brilliant. I learned so much today, and I'm very thankful that we were able to keep this session rolling, even though we had some hiccups in the beginning. And I'm looking forward to finding out more about some of the troubles we had this morning, and maybe on tomorrow's call we'll see what kind of updates we may have.
Cool. Wonderful.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And Jackie, you just showed up like 15 times.
I know. I see that. I'm like, what is up with that? Why is my name keep showing up? That is so.
Holy smokes!
Multiple personality.
That is so weird.
Yeah, and that's not even you.
It's not.
That's great.
Someone hack you. All right.
They probably did. Okay, that's great. Well, Hack
All
me all
right.
you want. Just add some money to the account, please. That's
Come
what
on.
you do. All right. Take care, everybody.
All right. Take care. Bye.
Hey guys, thank you so much.